right, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites come in and week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. And good. All right, to let you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, so-called know that you are the true children of Israel. All right, before we do anything, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to our Apostle Nail, the great millstone, who taught us this truth, peace, and salutations to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds of sincerity. All right? With no gimmicks, no cover-ups, just full, 100% uncut truth. Right? All right, through the Spirit today, man, we're going to talk about how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua is going to see us and get us through all situations. You know what I'm saying? Because the Spirit is on you when you come out and do the works. But the Spirit is also on you when you're in your everyday life, your everyday walk. You know what I'm saying? You might want to actually do something. That's why when you read in Job, it tells you, it keeps you from the wickedness that you normally would do. You know what I'm saying? So your footsteps are basically guided. Okay, and it's not just when you walking amongst brethren doing the works, but when you're on your own, that Spirit is with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you need it most. Because it says when two or three are gathered in my name, I am in the midst. But when you just by yourself, you got that Spirit and it's protecting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start off with 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. I'll start it off. It says, there has no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So, when you're just going through everyday life, you just commonly walking through everyday life, bro, that Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua is on you till otherwise. Till he say, Satan come up to you, hey, this is my servant, such and such. Hey, you can test him. Don't kill him, whatever. Boom, move that, boom. And that's when you go through your trials, and that's when your faith is built up in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua. But you're going to be tested, and know that the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua is always with you. Precepts is got them running.
That really brings you back to walking that straight gate. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in that straight gate, you're going to have things that's placed in front of you to stop you, you know what I'm saying, to get to that kingdom. Right. Because between us and the kingdom is what? That fire. You know what I'm saying? You it's a must that you go through that fire. Right. And these things that's going to be brought your way going to either make you or break you.
Yeah, and when you think about that, one of y'all grab that scripture with the fire and the water on each side. Yeah. But when you think about it, when you read that, if it's troubles on each side and you can only go forward, you can't go back because it's got men behind you, that means you would have to move them out the way and say, you can only go forward. So whatever's thrown in your path, you have to walk through it. You got to. So when you have to walk through it, you're saying, I trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, he's going to get me through this situation, and we're going to make it up out of here. Well, I'm going to make it up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
Back that point up. This is Luke 9 and verse 62.
So I was just looking at
it. It says, and Yahweh Shah said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom.
Right.
You know, so you can't look back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have, like me and the brothers just talking about, they have what? These wicked ass Israelites selling out. You know what I'm saying? That shows you that what? They was in the spirit of Lot's wife. Right. You know, looking back. Right. And us being men of the Lord, we wouldn't set up to look back. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why we go to what? Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart. All right, we totally departed out of this place. So it's nothing for us to, you know what I'm saying, and keep going straight with all of the fire that's brought our way.
Right.
And like, if I can add, like, you're supposed to walk to it. Don't run from it.
Right.
You know?
And then when you walk into it, what you pray is, don't pray that the Most High moves it from in front of you. Yeah. Pray that when you walk through that storm, that he's umbrellaing you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to rain, it's going to thunder, it's going to beat up against everything. Just pray that you cover me and you know what I'm saying? You get me through that storm. You know what I'm saying? You should never pray to get out of a situation that you're in. Pray that you have help, because if you just pray every time that the situation is moved away from you, how does that build your faith? You're not going through shit. You know what I'm saying? You just pray, move that out of my way. Move that out of my way too. So it's just, you basically want it to live on easy street. You might as well go to the Christian church then. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why the scriptures say endure to the end.
Right.
All right. And when you endure, what you doing? You enduring hardness. You going through it. You feel me?
I say endure hardness as a good soldier.
That's a good soldier.
Not endure temporary easiness or softness.
Take it cheerfully.
That's right. Because what? You're being set up to be a saint. The what? What the scripture say, I will give you pastors according to mine own heart. So you're being set up and brought up to having the same mind frame as Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
We know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is what? An austere man.
Right.
So his prophets are going to come in that same image.
Right, bro. Harsh.
Yeah.
Right.
And for you to be that hard soldier, you gotta endure hardness.
Right.
You know.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must do much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of heaven, or the kingdom of the Most High. All right, so shit, on this road to the kingdom of heaven, it's not gonna be easy. All right, why would the scripture tell you to you're supposed to go through trials and tribulations if you want to inherit the kingdom of heaven?
Right.
All right, this not an easy step.
That's right, bro. And that goes right along with what you're gonna read.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 7 verse 5. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it?
Right.
If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Right.
There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field,
Right.
and
the
it's
city.
full of
The city is the kingdom. Okay. Go ahead.
and it's full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow,
It's narrow.
and is set in a dangerous place
Set in a dangerous place.
to fall, like as if there were a far on the right hand
Right.
and on the left a deep water,
Right.
and one only path between them both, even between the far and the water, so small
Hey.
that
Go back to what you had real quick. Hold your precept, what you just read before that. Just watch how they tie hand in hand.
So small.
Yeah. Watch how they tie hand in hand.
Because our people are set in the mindset of thinking that it's just going to be this cakewalk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Much tribulation, enter into that kingdom. Go ahead.
and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once.
Right. One go in at once. When y'all got straight and narrow path.
It's,
Matthew 7.
it's only one path, you know?
Right.
It's only one route to go.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm going to take this detour on my own will and
Right.
get there.
No
you know?
shortcuts either.
No shortcuts.
You know what you signed up for.
Right.
And if you didn't know what you signed up for,
So
you're going to know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
You're going to know what you signed up for.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction,
Right.
and many there be which go in thereat. So shit, there's a lot of people that's going in at that broad gate. All right, what is that? Christianity. All right, Catholicism, baptism, all that.
That's right.
Verse 14, because straight is the gate, and whenever you read this, that word straight is STRAIT.
Right.
All right, basically meaning hardness. It's a struggle.
Straightforward.
All right, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. So narrow shit, it's skinny as hell. It's just a thin little narrow way.
That's why, and when we went back into the Apocrypha, it tell you stuff is things on the left and on the right. You know what I'm saying? If you fall either way, you fuck. Either way it goes.
Which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So shit, it's just a few people that finds that narrow path and continues to stay on it. All right, but the script, that's why it's saying in the Apocrypha, you have water on one side and fire on the other side. Because what? We gon' fall in this truth, but shit, is how you get back up. All right, the scripture said, just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. All right, just paraphrase.
But you see what you just read. Let me see if this is. What you just read was going to that way being so small. Hold on, one of y'all speak. See if I can find
I got it. Go ahead.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 7. I'm I'm gonna start at 57. Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. So shit, when you born into this life, you know, hey, if you ordained shit, you might as well get ready, cause hey, them tests gonna come.
And it said what the condition. The condition is what type of state it's in.
Gone.
When you go to what Sirach 2 and 1, you're gonna be changed to that lower state. So that's a condition that you're gonna be brought up in.
All right, the point, this verse 58, that if he be overcome by those tests, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I said. So shit, if you feel me, surpass all these temptations and shit that you feel me, they come your way, hey, then you gonna get that salvation. You know, enter that kingdom.
And by you, it's a precept to this. It's in the New Testament. One of y'all brothers might remember, right? I think because we read it the last time we was reading. It's about the vow, when you vow to the Most High.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I got a precept for it in Deuteronomy. So when you get and you're on that walk, don't you turn your black ass around. You know what I'm saying? It's Deuteronomy 23 and 21. When thou shalt vow a vow unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, thou shalt not slack to pay it. Okay? For the Lord thy power will surely require it of thee, and it would be sin in thee. So when you make a vow to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and you don't live by that vow, that's sin in his eyes, bro.
Right.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, it's the Creator. So read that precept.
Because what? They coming into this truth and put your hand on the plow. That's a vow.
Right.
That's a vow.
Right.
You
That's
break
that
that.
vow,
You break that. It's gonna be sin in you. What? You a bug out. Now you got
Right.
all Deuteronomy 28 on you.
And then you got Ezekiel 3 and you got Ezekiel 33 about the blood on your hands.
Shit,
now.
even in Proverbs,
Right.
it say, he that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the
Remain in the
congregation of the dead.
Right. God.
Precept. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 21. For it had been better for them to have
Right.
not known the way of
Right.
righteousness
Right.
than after they have known it to turn away from
Right.
the holy commandment delivered unto them.
God.
All right, and why is that? Because when you drop out, when you fall out, them demons gonna be on you.
They come
All
right
right.
to check that house.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead, Al.
But this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 4.
I got you.
When thou vowest a vow unto the Most High,
Uh-huh.
defer not to pay it,
Right.
for he hath no pleasure in fools.
Right.
Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou
Right.
shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
Right.
It's better that you don't even set it up like how about you outside. Come on.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
come on,
when you
you
cross.
say-
It's basically like when you cross a lock, yeah. When you cross over that line from being just a regular, I'm listening to scriptures, I'm getting prepared, I'm bringing out precepts, and then you come over here and you're seen. Now you're held to a different standard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're held to a different standard because on the other side, you're making preparations. But when you get over here, now you're seen. Now you're open to public ridicule. When you go to work, when you go to wherever you're, and they like, man, you was out there talking about God hate white people and all that. Now it's in a different light now.
You having to stand
Know
up
what
and
I'm
defend yourself.
Right.
You know, rather because hey, you know it now. You know you on this side. You got some on it now?
Yeah, verse 6. It says, suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should the Most High be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands? So shit, basically telling you shit, don't say something, make a promise that you not gonna keep.
Right, just like Deuteronomy 23 and 21. So you make us a vow, hey bro, live by that vow, bro. Keep your word to the Most High, bro.
I got a pre back of
Because if we made in his image and we know he can't lie, we're not supposed to be lying and telling him something. Think about if he lied to us and said, well, I said there was no heathens, but now I changed that up. I'm going to let the heathens come in and get a part of y'all's salvation. It don't work like that. So he holding you to, because his spirit is on you. So the same spirit and the way he moves is the same way you're supposed to move.
Because what? Your word and the words that you speak, your words hold weight.
Right?
You know,
Right.
if you say something, you got to do it. Likewise with your brothers. If you tell your brothers you're going to do something, guess what? You got to do
Yeah,
it.
you do that, bro.
Got a quick point backing that up. This is the book of Matthew chapter 14. I'm gonna start at verse 1. At that time, Herod the Tetrarch heard of the fame of Yahushua.
and this was a heathen.
Right.
and said unto his servants, This is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do shoot forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet.
Right.
But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatever she would ask. All right, so Herodias' daughter, she was promised an oath, and whatever she wanted, that's what she would receive.
Right.
All right, this is verse 8. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake.
Right.
And them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
Right.
So it was taken serious.
From
All
a
right?
heathen.
From a
A heathen made an oath. A heathen made an oath and he had to keep it. You know
And
what I'm saying?
shit, hey, that shows you how about Shimei shot, because the Lord made an oath with Esau.
Right.
That what? He would
Right.
give him that blessing.
Right.
And you see it being played out today. So how much more of us when we get in that state? I got a pre-backing of the brother on the back, hey, with the vow. This is Psalms 50 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Offer unto the Most High thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High." It says, "And call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver."